Hello and welcome back to Spin Your Jaw. It's been so long since I've sat down and done an analysis video, and I know I fell off a little bit, but I'm back now, it's fine, I apologise. We've just had an incredible weekend of fights. We had Channel 5, Fight TV and Fight Zone supplying us with endless amounts of entertainment both Friday and Saturday night. I don't know about you, but for me that's my idea of a perfect weekend. I want to start off this episode talking about former 3-time world kickboxing champion turned professional boxer Katie Healy, because I really think she's the real deal and she's going to go far in boxing. Winning her professional debut with a solid points decision of 40-36, I can safely say I've never seen somebody look so happy walking into the ring. She was focused, calm and collected throughout all 4 rounds against a very tough opponent. I love seeing fighters who just look so happy to be back in the ring, especially after having such a tough year. And I think it definitely helped that, she had her supporters there and they took the roof off. I wish I had footage to show you, but unfortunately I don't, which is really disappointing to see if you haven't seen the fight. You can tell how much she loved every single round. She had an engine on her and a very confident, solid professional debut. And she's on to the next. Switching over to Channel 5, we have to talk about Shaquan versus Jermaine Springer. I thought a really good matchup for both fighters. Shaquan had previously lost the British light heavyweight title to Craig Richards, and this was his first fight back after that defeat. For me, I'm incredibly happy with the result. Absolutely no disrespect to Jermaine. On a personal level, I feel like Shaquan needed this to show people that he's still about it. He's a great fighter, and you know as well as I do how boxing fans can be sometimes. Sometimes you get written off for no good reason, and this fight has put his name back into people's mouths, and hopefully we can see him go for another title again soon. So let's talk about the fight. Springer wasted absolutely no time coming forward at Pitters, whipping the shots from over the top and putting the pressure on from early. Because of Pitters' height, it's always going to be a slight disadvantage for anybody fighting him. His opponents are going to have to come forward and close the gap to get those shots in. Working in Pitters' favour though, he's able to get some beautiful shots in the first round as Springer comes forward, bringing him straight onto that right hand. Third round for me is when we saw Pitters pick up the pace a little, concentrating on mid and long ranges, keeping Springer on the outside. A beautiful right hand rocked Springer in the third. Pitters followed this up with a stunning right-left, right-right uppercut combination, and you can see that Springer is stunned by these shots. They're really hurting, and he's holding on to get some time back, and you know what? I don't blame him, I'd do exactly the same. Real quality shots by Pitters, right uppercut to the body, and every shot he's making is stinging. You have to give respect to Springer. He stayed on his feet, he gave back a beautiful combination of heavy left hook, right hook, and 2 rights to the body. An incredible round from both fighters, both boxing really, really well. And I'm so happy that Springer was able to recover through the third and give it back to Pitters. He's a proper fighter. A real punch-up at the end of the fourth left Springer on the canvas against the ropes. Pitters knows it's close to wrapping up now. He's broken Springer down with some big shots. Even though Springer is doing full credit to himself, he's just not landing as many of those big shots that he needs to put a stop to the fight. Fifth round, Springer has come out of the corner fighting once again. He's coming forward on the front foot, he's aggressive, he's landing some really nice shots, backing Pitters up on the ropes. A fantastic right hand from Pitters, followed by a sharp combination of left-rights, put a stop to the fight completely. A really great fight, and I'm so happy to see Shaquan back. I'm confident that we'll see Jermaine Springer back as well. He's a fantastic fighter, and he really deserves to go forward in his career, and I think he's proved that time and time again. A tough fight, but a great test for both fighters. And to finish off the episode, where would we be if we didn't speak about Jose Ramirez and Josh Taylor? I'm assuming that you guys watching are actually boxing fans and you already know the outcome. But if you don't, spoiler alert, Taylor wins. Sorry. There was absolutely no doubt in my mind that he wouldn't, but I am quite shocked and disappointed with the lack of publicity that this huge fight didn't get in the UK. 2 undefeated champions looking to unify. First round sets off quite quickly with Taylor working the outside, establishing a distance, all that usual boxing stuff in the first round that, we really don't need to cover. Taylor lands a heavy left to the body when he comes forward on the inside, allowing Ramirez to work the body. Second round, it's quite evident that Taylor is the faster fighter, and it looks as if Ramirez is struggling to keep up with Taylor's pace. Some decent body work from Ramirez, double hook to the body followed by a right uppercut, left hook combination, but for me personally, I just don't think he did enough. Third round, however, Ramirez is really letting his hands go and he's pelting Taylor with some beautiful combinations. He splits Taylor's guard with his right hand and into an uppercut, as well as digging some deep body shots throughout the whole round. A really, really well calculated and busy round for Ramirez, which is what he needed. Towards the end of the fifth, we see both fighters head to head, digging those body shots in. Every punch from both fighters are stinging, and the same energy goes into the sixth. Opening up on the sixth, Taylor catches Ramirez with a chopping right hand, which puts Ramirez on the canvas. The first knockdown of the night, but it wouldn't be the last. It was a very big round for Taylor. Seventh round, we saw the cleanest uppercut from Taylor, instantly putting Ramirez on his back, and we can see that Taylor is in complete control. His footwork and movement is stunning. He's dodging Ramirez and he's answering back for everything he's having thrown at him. Into the eighth, again, I can't fault Taylor. Beautiful work to the body, whilst Ramirez just looks like he's trying to get his legs back and just hang in there. Ramirez finds himself again in the 11th, catching Taylor with a check left hook on the inside. But for me, Taylor was still controlling the 11th and 12th round. So there's a few things in this fight that I want to mention. Firstly, the ref. Did you guys think that he gave a little bit too much time for Ramirez to recover after his knockdowns? Because I did. After being knocked down in the 7th, I counted 7 seconds for Ramirez to get back up on his feet, whereas the ref had just started on 5 at the same point. And if you measure it against the seconds timer, which I'm sad and I did, his counting is slightly slower than it should be, and it didn't sit right with me. Secondly, the scorecards. All 3 judges scoring 114 to 112 was a little bit too close for me personally. I don't think it was that close a fight, but let me know what you guys had for your scorecards and let me know what you think. For me, Taylor dominated. He was crisp, he was clean, and he was spiteful with his punches. A really great fight. Do you know what? Josh Taylor deserves to be undisputed champion of the world, and he is another fighter that has proved himself time and time again. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next episode.